The first tab you're going to see is the main tab. And here you have things like realm, where you can select the realm that your hero's in, their ID. And remember that if you summon that hero in either Crystal Vale or Serendale 2.0, they're going to have zeros before them. Here you can also view your hero. So here we have Frida Farwolf. She's a gardener. And we can level her up by choosing certain stats we want. Now, if you want to automate the stats, you don't want to go through every single hero you have, go to the Advanced tab. And at the top, you can see where the leveling stats are blank and select from a drop-down list of different ways that you can level up your hero. Next is the profession. And we know that she's a gardener. And we can either garden or, if we want, we can choose her best stat. That is luck at this point. Should she auto level? We can set that to true. Yes, she should. False. No, she shouldn't. Warn is just going to warn you in your logs that she's ready to auto level. And warn at stop will level them up until they hit the stop at level. And then it won't go up any further from there. Require an attunement. You can do that by selecting any crystal that you're wanting your hero to level up with. Auto rent and auto sell. So say that we want to sell Frida Farwolf for 5,000. Make sure that this is right. We do have some buffers in place, but always double check the sell price is matching. If you do move anything around and have any doubts at all, just go to the Advanced tab and make sure that auto hero sale is deselected. Here we have our stamina vials where we can vial up by selecting this and setting a max level to vial up 2. You can cancel your rents and sales once a day with this button. You can bridge your heroes to duel, or you can also level up your dark summons. So if it doesn't automatically do that, but if you want to, just select that button. Here you have additional notes. And finally, if you want to get a cursory rating of all your heroes, just look here in Serendale and Crystal Vale, and then align those with fishing, foraging, gardening, or mining. So here we have one gardener, as we can see, and then any assigned quest as well. Next, we're going to talk about items. So the first thing we can see here is to select either all, meaning both realms, Crystal Vale or Serendale. And then the item. So we can have a large selection of items here, including pet treats. And there's certain actions that you can take with every item. So you can buy it, sell it, send it, LP it, make it, bridge it out, or turn it into gas. You can set your keep amount. So let's say you want 5, and then at 4 it would trigger. And then this is the quantity limit per interval. So it will only do this amount whenever these actions are taken. You can set a sell above and buy below amount as well, and the currency that you want to do these things in. So for example, you can do it by the region currency, gold, jewel, or clay. Here you can use your LP logic. So if you just want to sell half, or if you don't want to sell any, you just want to pair them up. All right, let's talk duels. So first you have your realm, followed by the name. The most important thing with the naming of your duels is going to be pool and pool AI. So if it has pool in the title, then it's going to place your duelers based upon these preset stats. And for just the pool, you can select which heroes you want in that pool. But for the pool AI, it will automatically select the best heroes at the time for you. So if you want, you can enable the stat if you're just doing specific heroes, as well as their background. You can wager for all of them, and you can select your heroes in these rows as well. Here's where you are going to delay how often you want to duel. And top X heroes is going to take into account this many heroes in your wallet based upon this stat. So to review the stats, you have what's called top stats, which is self-explanatory. What are the top stats heroes in my wallet? Top ranks, which is an algorithm that a few of us came up with to judge how the duels are ranked up based on a weighted average of a few different things. And then top mix is my favorite. It just takes the two and combines them together. So be careful that if you do duel on class bonus only, so for example, let's say it's 1 here, If we are a solo pool and we're dueling on class bonus only, and let's say we have 10, it's only going to choose those 10 heroes out of your wallet that are best with top mix, and it's going to have to be one. So if you see yourself not dueling, notice here, make sure that the hero is you have enough of the class bonus heroes in order to do that duel, because duels are limited per day. And then finally, rank max is going to be the max rank that you want to achieve. The first thing you'll see is the parent wallet. In the parent wallet, you can send items to if in your items tab you had certain items selected. Then, as we went over the leveling stats for automatically leveling, and then the columns here, Serendale and Crystal Vale, will direct you into which realm you're working with. The first one is basically going to turn off your instance. So do you want Serendale running? Click here, Crystal Vale here. Auto bridge from will automatically bridge your heroes from one chain to the other. Allow tokens will allow the tokens better use here in the items tab. Auto claim airdrops is pretty self-explanatory. Auto feed, so you can choose either nothing, regular, or premium. Auto harvest will automatically harvest from your gardens in the jeweler. Auto hero purchase is going to enable this auto hero buy tab here. Auto hero sale will allow you to put those heroes up in the main tab that you want to sell. Auto item buy, LP, sell, make are all those things that we saw in the items tab. Auto power up heroes will automatically offer those power ups for any heroes that don't currently have it. Auto raffle will periodically activate the raffling for you. Auto rent will let you rent, and auto send will also let you send items. Auto summon is going to be this tab down here. And if this is enabled, it will allow you to summon whatever's in here. Auto incubate, you have 3 different options, well, 4 including the off. So if you don't want it on, cheap, middle, and costly. And you can set intervals down below. Nerd logs is going to give you more detailed information about the log. This here is your gas. So this is going to be your minimum threshold and your maximum threshold. So if you fall below this point, then you're going to buy it up. And then it'll top you up or try to get you back to this amount. Increasing the gas price max, you can set this to 4 options, 1.5, 2.5, 10, or 100. And as it says, this increases the maximum gas price DFKH is willing to pay if needed by the given factors. This allows for high slippage, and you can set your slippage here. And this is going to be your gas buy multiplier. So whatever the above or the minimums, just multiply it. So moving on to the intervals, the biggest thing that you're going to want to see with intervals is the number of eggs, how many eggs you want to do at a time, the egg type, which you have a large selection to choose from, as well as raffling. So here you can choose your raffle types. Again, a good sized pool to specify and get accurate exactly what kind of rewards you're looking for, as well as the amount of tickets, which is going to be 50% higher or lower. Raffle times, if you actually want to set times, if they're all in Central Standard Time. And then moving on to dueling Mad Max mode. So this is going to fly you through the duels. It'll be a little more costly on gas, but you're going to run through it really quick. This is your gold trader. So you're automatically selling with the gold trader if it beats it at that rate. But if you don't want to do that at all, just like there, DFKH also automatically clears specific heroes that are stuck. So if you don't want to do that, just enable that here. And fast and loose mode is going to get you transacting faster, but it might not show as many logs. And then you have your pools for your gardens here. So you can select which pools you want to garden in. A green check mark will be that pool. So if you want to select that pool, and if you don't want to garden in Jade USDT at all, just deselect it. So this is the quest tab that's very delicate, and please don't edit it too much. But two things you can do are edit the stamina and edit the group size. So for example, if you want gardeners to always make sure that they're gardening by 2s, Then you would select here 2, and with the size override selected, it would always make sure that 2 gardeners are going. And many people right now want to mine their locked tokens at 15 stamina because of the bonus. So you can set the stamina that you want here along with selecting the max attempt override here, and that will get you going for the stamina. For auto summoning, you can choose where you want to summon and the name. So if you want some epic foragers and you want to put 2 archers together, for example, then you can just name it archers, enable it, and then in the drop down, you're going to have a list of every single hero ID that's in your main tab. Right now, we just have Free to Fire Wolf, so 1 and 1. The maximum amount of tiers, if you want to add a stone, you can, which enhancement stone, and any alternates. For auto hero buying, let's take for instance that we have just moved and created a new realm. And in this new realm, we are ready to mine. So let's find some really good miners. So we select what realm we want to buy in, we'd enable it, and then the name. So let's say we just want Dread slash Paladin. Set our price, select the rarity, minimum rarity that we want, and then choose the class. So an easy way to do that is to select the classes we want, which would be Dread Knight and Paladin, and then copy this, right click here, and paste special, values only. And then if we want to be more specific, we can add a subclass, and we can also add miner. So copy, click paste special, values only. So there we have miners. Select which gen that you want. This is just going to be your maximum generation. The level, how many summons are left, and then there's unique things to each hero. So what craft you want, or which active and passive genes you want. And to find those, you can also select a plethora here. Copy this for the active, and right here, paste special, values only. The final tab on the sheet deals with pets. The first one being selling. So you choose your realm, the pet ID, if you want to sell it, and then the price. And finally, the pet buyer. So here you can choose your realm, make sure you enable it, the name you want it to be, the price, the type, which color egg or any. Same with rarity, element, and background, the profession type, and you can choose any of those that you want here, or you can build it like we did with the hero buyer. And then the profession percentage, which is going to be the minimum. Craft type, the stars, 1, 2, or 3, and then the combat stars, 1, 2, or 3. The final tab on the sheet deals with pets. The first one being selling. So you choose your realm, the pet ID, if you want to sell it, and then the price. And finally, the pet buyer. So here you can choose your realm, make sure you enable it, the name you want it to be, the price, the type, which color egg or any. Same with rarity, element, and background, the profession type, and you can choose any of those that you want here, or you can build it like we did with the hero buyer. And then the profession percentage, which is going to be the minimum. Craft type, the stars, 1, 2, or 3, and then the combat stars, 1, 2, or 3.